Hi-ho, Chris.
Oh, hey, Kermit. What's wrong?
Well, Muppets Most Wanted isn't doing very well at the box office.
How much have you made?
We only made $19 million.
Ouch. That's a bit of a bummer there, Kermit.
Yeah, I know. Critics aren't loving it as much as I thought they would.
What do the people say?
Most of the complaints seem to be that they don't think it's a good Muppet movie or a good follow-up to the first movie.
What? Has nobody seen a Muppet movie before? This is a perfect Muppet movie. In fact, I'd go so far as to say this is one of the best Muppet movies I've seen. You know what, Kermit? I'm going to review this movie right now because I feel like people need to know this. And they need to support the movie because I don't want a repeat of years ago with your TV specials and direct-to-video movies.
Really? Oh, thank you so much, Chris.
Off to work.
Receiver can't finish your curtain. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate Walken.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and as you've probably guessed, today I'm going to be reviewing The Muppets Most Wanted. If you're an avid viewer of this channel, you'd probably already have figured out that I am an enormous Muppet fan, and thus, I was very excited to see this movie when it was announced. After I saw it, I thought that not only was it a great follow-up to 2011's The Muppets, but just a fantastic Muppet movie altogether. And as you could imagine, I was very surprised at the mixed reaction towards the movie. But before I get into that, I'm going to talk about what I really enjoyed about the movie most. In my opinion, Muppets Most Wanted hits every single note that makes a Muppet movie great. It's silly, zany, self-aware, witty, and full of brief cameos, all of which I believe are brilliant and perfectly executed. The supporting cast, which consists of Ricky Gervais, Ty Burrell, and Tina Fey, do a fantastic job at their roles, delivering just as many laughs as the Muppets do. Ty Burrell especially stole the show for me with his Clouseau-inspired Interpol inspector. As far as humor goes, I believe to date that The Muppets Most Wanted is one of the funniest Muppet movies of the bunch. But with all these praises I've been giving the movie, are there any issues I have with it? Well, the only thing I can think of as a negative about the movie is that some of the songs are not as engrossing as others. However, I have a hard time considering that a fault on the movie's part, as, well, every Muppet movie to date has had some songs that aren't as higher quality as others, going all the way back to the Muppet movie. Other than that, my mind draws a blank, which is why I'm so baffled by the mixed reception this movie's getting. The most common criticisms I've heard is that it simply doesn't match the quality of the previous installment, or that it just fails as a sequel, which I have to strongly disagree with. Muppets Most Wanted should not be considered a sequel, nor should it be judged as one. Every Muppet movie ever made is not a sequel to the one before it. They bear no continuity and never have. I know many people will say, but what about that opening number, "We're doing a sequel"? Doesn't that confirm that this is a sequel? Well, you're correct. And kind of. Let me explain for a minute. If you all remember the Muppet movie, you would know that it's a film within a film. Much like how everything that happens in the screening room of the Muppet movie isn't canon with the events of the film's film, the opening to The Muppets Most Wanted is not in continuity with the film's plot. The Muppets have always been known for their satire and self-referential humor, and this is no exception. With all that aside, I can't stress enough that you need to see The Muppets Most Wanted right now. It's one of the best Muppet movies I've seen, and I really just want to see more Muppet movies happen in the future. Like I said earlier, this movie opened with a disappointing $19 million, which to me is incredibly insulting. This movie needs far more support, because if this movie's not a hit, we may not see another theatrical Muppet movie for a very long time, and I certainly don't want that to happen. And who knows, if we can prove this film to be a success later on, we may see that long-awaited cheapest Muppet movie ever made that was teased a long time ago. I want to see that become a reality, as it is one of the very last Muppet film scripts to be written by Jerry Jewell, the man who has written a plethora of Muppet movies. That's all I really have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.